Chapter 1. Introduction. The Art of Technical Analysis in a Chaotic System. Chapter 1. Technical analysis is often seen as a mechanical tool, lines, indicators, patterns. But at its core, it is much closer to the art of reading chaotic systems than to solving a structured equation. Because the market, despite everything we wish to believe, is not a linear system. It is a calm lake on the surface, yet every trade is a stone thrown into the water, creating waves that interfere, amplify, cancel, and reshape the landscape with no true moment of stability. To understand such a system, straight lines are not enough. One must learn to detect structure within noise, to find order within chaos, and to read price behavior like a physicist examining a dynamic system rather than an accountant reading a ledger. Chaotic systems. Where it all begins. A chaotic system is not random. It is a system that reacts violently to tiny changes, what is known as sensitivity to initial conditions. In market terms, a small fluctuation, a shift in volume, a change in trade frequency, any of these can alter the near future completely. And like in physics, forces exist here as well. Time, which moves forward at a constant rate. And mass, which in the market is volume, the force that pushes price and bends its path. If time moves steadily forward, mass, volume, is what warps the trajectory and determines the strength of movement. Mass versus time, the principle behind price movement. In physics, mass bends spacetime. In technical analysis, volume bends the path price would otherwise take. Time alone does not cause movement. Only mass, only volume, reveals whether a move is meaningful or hollow. This is the first principle every technical analyst must internalize. Price is an outcome. Volume is the force. Bifurcation, the moment the market chooses a path. Chaotic systems contain moments where the system splits, a bifurcation point. The system can continue its pattern or suddenly shift to a completely new state. In price action, this appears as the birth of a trend, the end of a trend, a breakout that is genuine or false, a shift in market phase. In these moments, the market does not decide. It reacts to forces applied to it. We, the observers, attempt to read those forces through the traces they leave behind, price and volume. Waves, fractals, and Fibonacci, the hidden order. Despite the chaos, recurring behaviors exist. Markets generate fractal structures, patterns repeating across different scales. Small waves echo large waves. Minor oscillations are components of broader structures. Fibonacci ratios are not mathematical magic, but the natural consequence of how growth systems organize themselves even under chaotic conditions. Just as water forms rhythmic behavior when countless waves interact simultaneously, price forms recognizable structures that can be identified, projected, and analyzed. Why technical analysis is an art, not just a science. Science seeks strict rules. Art seeks to understand movement, pattern, and nuance. Technical analysis lives between the two. It uses mathematical tools, but demands intuition. It relies on physical principles of complex systems, but requires the eye of an artist to see the story behind the candles. A technical analyst is not merely calculating, he is reading the market like a conductor reads an orchestra. Not every instrument is heard, but each one exists in the composition.